Welcome back to the channel, T Hill times two. I'm your host, T Hill, and today we're going to talk about a few things first before we talk about what men want. We're going to talk about these freight rates and why there's a big inconsistency among people getting money. Some people don't care about money, and some people losing money. Yes, in trucking, there's this big thing about money being in trucking, and then there's some people that can't find it. There's some people that don't care about it, but there's definitely a big thing in trucking, and there's a big wide range of things that you can do in trucking. And for the most part, people are complaining about the rates. A lot of people that got into trucking got in during a high market, during supply and demand. There was a lot of demand for trucks, so they were getting good rates, very good rates. And unlike anything they were in, they didn't never know that freight went up and down based on supply and demand. They didn't know those things. So when they got the phone call that the rate was cut or they didn't have that load no more, they didn't know what to do. So if you're in trucking and you're not following the three steps that my good friend DB broke it down: relationships, location, and timing. If you're not doing that, then you got to be doing something else. And if it's not working, try it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying you should try something else. Because if you're doing the same thing, you're going to get the same result. And I've been trying what I just mentioned to you, and I've been having great success and luck. Now, a lot of times, the brokers hang up. I get it. I get people that be on the phone with us, and I call a broker, and the broker say, "Nope, I'm not dealing with that." And so you got to understand that there's thousands and thousands of brokers out here, and so it's it's a cat and mouse game. And if they hang up on you, they don't have to give it to you. They don't have the permission to give it to you. You might be talking to a broker agent. You might be talking to someone who don't even have the load in the first place. They're just trying to see where the trucks are. So there's a bunch of reasons why you'll get hung up on. So you have to take that into account. You got to take that into account when you're out here and you're moving freight. You also got to take into account the commodity seasons. What time of the season is it? Right now, the warehouses should be moving a lot of Christmas freight, not Halloween freight, not Thanksgiving freight, but a lot of Christmas freight. And you can tell that by you have to number one, you have to be in the industry a while to kind of figure out what are we moving. And from the warehouse or from the ships or wherever you are in trucking, what are you hauling? You got to know what you're hauling. If you're out here hauling, you should know what it pays. And a lot of people don't know. They don't know what it pays. So they're the ones that the brokers are looking for. They're looking for somebody that doesn't know to ask for $250 on a 30-mile run, and they think that's good. When that load is coming from the airport and it's a expedited refrigerated load of medicine and it pays 1200, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't even consider to ask because it's so far away from what they posted. You feel intimidated. You feel like you're gonna embarrass the person by asking for that much. And I try to teach this and how to open up your mouth and tell them what you need for that load. Hey, I do this load all the time. Or that's a load of medicine, man. That's very important. We take our business very seriously. So we need to be at $1,200. 1,200. I I move these all the time for $200. Well, I'm sorry. And if they hang up on you, that's good. The next guy can take it for $200. There are other loads out there that pay way more than $200. If you're messing around with a truck, your truck should have a daily rate. A daily rate meaning from the time you turn that truck on to the time your clock is up, you should have that amount of money coming to you. If your daily rate is $1,000, you should have that daily rate, regardless on the miles you go. You should have that daily rate. But unfortunately, because we have a lot of trucks that go a lot of miles, once you get over about 350 miles, that daily rate that I'm talking about might not apply to you. It might apply to the people that's going under that. So you have to look at the daily rate for your truck. Some people want $500 for that rate. That's cool. Some people want six, seven, eight. Maybe you can put two 50 loads together and get $500 for the whole day. Could happen. Could work. A couple of my mentees, they do that. And then they come back 2 months later and they missing a bumper, they missing a headlight. Why you didn't get that fixed? Well, I don't have the money for it. Well, don't you know how to ask for more money? No, man. When the rates are going to go up? Who are you watching to see when the rates are going to go up? I can come on here right now and tell you my rate is gone up exponentially all the time. I ask for more money every freaking load. I ask for more money, and people will say, "You spoil you this and you that." Closed mouths don't get fed around here. There's people that say that all the time on YouTube. There's people that say that in real life. There's people that do it and they get what they ask for. Your rate will never go up if you don't ask for it. Period. You got to ask for the rate to go up for you. Nobody's going to ask for you. You're not in a union. You're not under a contract. You got to ask for your rate to go up in order to get the money that you need. Well, I don't want to get hung up on. They're not giving it to nobody for this. Listen, let them have it. Because you're not being profitable at $250 a day. You can't be. I ran the numbers. Me and about 100 other truck drivers then ran the numbers. We cannot run our truck at that time. Hold on.
What's going on, sir?
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, my love. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was
So
just
what's
explaining to the people about freight rates and how they're not going to go up if you don't ask.
where the thumbnail at? You gotta put the thumbnail at.
That thumbnail ain't gonna fit. So I just created my own. It's gonna be plain Jane
Oh
for the
Lord.
information. It's just for the information. We're gonna get straight to the point. We're not
Mm,
gonna shoe shine the people with
oh Lord.
thumbnails and me swimming in money and doing all of that stuff. We're not gonna
Mm,
shoe shine the people. We're gonna let the people know exactly what they need to know.
mm.
All right, so they can
Oh,
get to the point. That's what you
okay.
like, don't you?
No, I see you titled about what men want, but you went straight to the freight first. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to the freight first. I'm gonna let them get in here and get warmed up. They might want to come in here and talk about some freight rates to get them all messed up.
I'm gonna put the thumbnail up. Hold on, just a second. Hold on.
See, there's always a woman that want to take over your stuff, and you got to learn that. You got to learn that. That's what women gonna do. They're gonna come in and they're gonna toss around your house. They're gonna put the seat down, and they're gonna say, "Hey, I'm leaving this there. I'm leaving that there." But we'll get to that when we talk about what men want.
Yeah. Okay.
But but we're
Howard.
not
Okay.
talking about that. See,
Okay. All right then. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but no, even though I don't own a truck, but I do understand business,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand when the owner ops are eating. Company drivers can eat. But
Yes.
I have been a lease op before.
Salute, G-Way. Salute. Mm-hmm.
Hello, G Way. How you doing, Viva? Hustle ball. What's going on?
Hustle Bone. I got a bone to pick with you, Hustle Bone. Cause you ain't out here hustling. You unhustle. I'm gonna call you Unhustle Bone.
Oh
Make you change
Lord.
your name. You should be out here getting to the money, getting to the bag.
Hmm.
But
Child. I mean, it's a struggle for us all. You know what I'm saying?
it ain't a struggle for you. You making money.
Right, right. We just started, so y'all know
Well,
I was out
that
here
it's
working
it's
60 hours a
seasonal.
week getting 800. Y'all know that. But I need to stay on. You feel me?
It's seasonal, right? They're giving you plenty of work, right? You're not sitting in a break room playing kumbaya and mad at the president, right?
Child.
So what are you talking about?
I'm just saying that I'm just not starting to make a change where I am local. Everybody say local, you ain't gonna make no money, and they're gonna work the shit out you. So that's what I'm just
Mm,
starting to experience until this past week, and we yet to see the fruits of that labor come this
mm.
Friday. Yes, we are, Jesus. Hang
You
on
said
long in there with it.
what's up with Pepsi? Who had Pepsi? I'm not at
Uh,
Pepsi.
you talk about that shit hustle bomb with the Tesla trucks? What you talking about, babe? 'Cause that's something I heard about with Pepsi. They're trying to lay off jobs and bringing that machine and computerized shit.
Listen,
That's all I heard.
the Teamsters want to know. Listen, those machines make life easier. You got to understand it. They're not going to take your job. They're just going to
Shit.
make your job easier. They're not going to lay you off and keep working the machine. They need you there to operate the machine,
Hmm.
right? So you can't be scared of it,
Hmm.
right?
Nah, the machines and stuff gonna take the damn jobs away. I went to go pick up load at a milk plant, and I heard some guys talking that they gonna bring in a new machine and they gonna cut some people jobs and shit.
Yeah.
I say,
They're going to
oh
they're gonna
no.
cut the guys that don't know how to work. That's what they're gonna do. So you saying they should get paid for not working?
No, I'm just saying they cutting the position to bring in machines.
Mm,
The machines cut jobs. Period.
right.
Mister Belvedere.
Right. You got that right.
Mister Belvedere. Who's
Hmm.
that on the picture? That's you with your leg up. Who's that?
We're not talking about that yet. We still gotta talk about
Yes,
we
sir.
still gotta talk about freight rates.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir. I ain't got nothing.
You
Yes, sir.
you get you getting what you need to get for your freight rate, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So what are you complaining about? And why aren't you giving the praise to the person that's giving you that?
I mean, you can, but people when they do the math, they're not winning like they used to win. So it's not. It's you don't find ways to be congratulatory in certain situations.
Oh,
When you barely getting by. You know, I mean, you grateful, but you barely getting by.
you barely getting back because you don't want to save nothing. You got
Yeah.
to save in this business for when it gets low. As it goes up and down. Freight
Yeah.
goes up and down. So you don't know when freight going up right now. I'm saving my behind off
Mm.
because when it go low, I'm gonna just be all right. I'm gonna be chilling. I'm not taking dollar freight. You know what I'm saying they paying 7,000 to come out of Las Vegas right now.
Oh Lord. I
Hmm.
hate how Shayden hopped off on it. I seen him come. I seen you come here earlier, bro. Talking some Trump doing just like dirty broke ass for some Trump. Man.
And your live, he can come
No, he
over here and
came
do
in the
all that.
comment. He came in the comment section later on. Talking some
Oh, okay.
yeah. I say
Mhm.
what?
Yeah, people are stressed out over that. Yeah, I'm not stressed out over it because we've we didn't had this. We had this every 4 years. A different president try to come in there and take over. So it is what it is at that point. Truck
Hmm.
drivers should be mad that Trump came in and took away per diem for them. The only way you get it is if your company give it to you.
Hmm.
right? So you can't be mad that, the man took more tax money from you, and then now he telling you he gonna give you more money ain't back. So how you gonna do that? Why you take it from him in the first place?
Well, first of all, we in a deficit. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about bringing money back to the U.S. and opening up for more freight to come in through the East Coast, because the last 4 years, like I said, Biden really tried to get rid of fracking. I don't care what nobody says. He tried to get rid of fracking.
Well,
So
that's not true because he's fracking more than the last president. So how is he trying to
I,
get
I'm
rid of
gonna.
that?
I mean, I saw that post, but I read somewhere else. I saw you, Dirty Rope, but I read it somewhere else. I'm gonna find that post that he
We,
was
we
trying to get rid of fracking.
well, we put up facts around here, so
Okay,
if
I
you
put
say
up facts
that,
too.
you
I
got
put
to
up
show
facts
it.
too. Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. Yeah, you can't be.
So,
We ain't misleading the people over here. We
okay.
gonna be. We gonna cut straight to the chase.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, let's talk about this mobile food program.
No,
You
we gotta
know
keep talking about the freight now. We gotta keep talking about the
why?
freight now, so they
Why we
can.
got to?
We got because
What
I've
the?
only been on for like 5 minutes, so I keep talking about the
I
freight.
was talking about the freight for you came in here.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it's only been 15 minutes now.
What
You
you
gotta give the
what?
people, gotta give the people a multi-yield. They came to
No.
CTU, they want multi-yield.
They wanted to talk about the last topic, so I know you want to talk about the last topic
No,
too.
I want to talk about you. Okay, so this is what I want to know from you. Okay, so
Mhm.
you have your own authority. We know that you have a truck and two trailers. We know that, right? So what can you tell people the best thing to do for
You get
surviving?
is get out of trucking. Get the
Okay.
heck out of my way, because you in my way.
Oh
If
my
I'm
God.
trying if I'm trying to get a good rate and you coming in and you taking it for dirt cheap, you in my way. So that's what I could tell you. I could tell you to get out of my way.
That's not the advice. That's
It
just telling
is
you what's going
advised
on.
because you're not making no money with them cheap rates down there. If I can go to a company and make 70 cents a mile, right?
Mm.
Why would I take $1.70 on a rate for something? $1.70. I got to pay myself 70 cents, right? That's what I got to pay myself. Now, out of $1 a mile, I got to put fuel in the truck, pay the tolls, pay the taxes, and where the profit at? 3 cents, if
Yeah.
that. You see how low that is, and they talking about $1.90. A owner operator who owns a truck should be paying themselves at least 90 cents a mile.
Now they been getting paid 90 cents, $1 or $2, $1.25. So dollar
See,
90 is the sweet spot. I
that ain't
guess.
no sweet spot. That's no
That's
money there.
obviously it's a sweet spot
It ain't
because
no sweet
that's
spot.
what
They're
they trying to steal.
losing money. They're putting money. They're putting good money in a bad investment. These
Mm.
trucks cost.
Yeah,
I
that
had
much.
my.
What's up, Paul, babe?
What's up, Poe? You can come up here, Poe. I got the link up there in the chat. I don't know if it's hyperlinked or not. Is it hyperlinked on your end over there, Shay? Was the link up
Oh,
there?
you got to pin it, baby. You got to pin it. What's it called?
How the hell do I do that?
Hit the comment on go into your studio and go to comments. Go to the studio side, go to comments and string your and then hit the comment and the three little dots on the end should stay either star or delete. And you hit star and it'll pin it.
Okay, there go the star.
Yeah.
All right, there we
Yeah.
go.
Mm.
All right, see how I'm learning something. You see
Oh,
how I follow exactly what you told me to do.
oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Is the link hyperlink so you could just click on it?
Oh
Poe
Lord.
probably trying to come up in here. If you come in here,
Yeah,
I'll get him in here.
oh, come up for a few minutes. You ain't gotta stay long. 5, 10 minutes. You know how we do. But I'm just saying it's just tough to see cats on Facebook, IG crying. I saw one video a couple of days ago. A guy was crying. I didn't have the heart to record it. You know what I'm saying?
You should have
But
recorded it
no,
because
no,
he
no,
needs
no,
to know
no, no,
this.
no, no, no.
He
Hispanic
needs to.
guy. Say he going through a hard time. Gave his all the truck and he's tried to stick in with the times. He stayed out for too much straight. It's put strain on his marriage and all that type of stuff. And his daughter, is like young, 16 years old. She might be pregnant and all that type of shit. And just really just beating himself up. But baby, you can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much you can do. You feel me? Man.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you should have showed him that way. He can what's
And
the name?
I didn't have
He can
hard to.
understand
I didn't have Hispanic. I just sitting in his seat.
whatever he was doing wasn't working, and
He
just
was trying.
taking money.
He was trying to keep rolling, keeping that truck rolling, and taking anything.
Right, and you can't
Um,
do that. This is a
but
numbers game.
I said it, but you don't have an immediate family. Both your boys are grown. You feel me? For the cats that got growing children still, or baby grandbabies that they gotta take care of. Um,
Right, but you don't work for free. If you know how to count, then you wouldn't take that. You would say no. You would leave this industry and go do something else. You could make more money being local. Okay, getting paid an hourly wage, and in America, they got to pay you a minimum of something.
mm,
As a truck driver, they don't have to pay you nothing. They can pay you 3 cents a day. They can take money from you in trucking and make you pay for the truck.
mm,
They don't have no way to have to pay you in trucking. Do they pay some people? Yeah, they do. But
mm,
those are the people that are good. But a lot of these companies that we talking about, they ain't paying these people anything.
mm,
And they're seeing a negative settlement at the end of the week. We
mm.
call it Settlement Friday. And we're about to move it to Thursday because nobody shows up on Friday.
No, they're gonna show up. They're gonna watch it. They're gonna get to spend the money on Friday. Watch it Saturday morning like everybody else. That's all. Just
Well,
keep it on Friday.
we want to see the settlement on Friday.
Yeah, we gonna
You
see
know what
it
I'm
Saturday,
saying?
Friday.
We want to see the settlement on Friday.
You gonna see it too. You gonna see it.
You think so?
Yeah, you gonna see it. Just don't keep her putting it on Friday. That dang on. Just gonna see on that.
No, we moving to Thursday. Maybe we can find them. Maybe they'll show up on Thursday and we can see the
No,
settlement.
no, put it on Friday because sometimes people's paycheck and shit be messed up, so you gotta wait till Friday morning to get it straight. So
Why are your check messed up? Why is your check messed up? You can't
because
mess up a negative settlement. If you're not getting no money, how can you mess that up?
it'll be a negative settlement, but I'll be needing my little ducats. So I know my own ops and lease ops feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? You got to come on and watch your money. Everybody do.
Hmm.
You know how these brokers be doing it?
Right.
Escorts have a minimum. What is that what you say? Escorts have a minimum? G-Way.
Yeah, a minimum. Yeah, they're gonna. Hey, look, if we do this load, it's got to be this,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if somebody try to come in there and undercut them, they're gonna be out the gate. They're gonna be gone. So if they got a minimum, that's great. Truck drivers don't have a minimum. Truck drivers believe I'm gonna keep this truck rolling and not have to worry about it. I was talking to a driver today that got pulled over by CARB in California,
Mm-hmm.
the great state of California. California,
You can keep
it's
Cali.
all about it.
You can keep
Yeah,
with Cali
and
out.
he got
Crazy.
rode up.
Uh,
He got rode up because he had a check engine light on, and they hooked the computer up.
mm.
You know what I mean?
Now that they're assholes in Cali, Cali and Missouri and New York and New Jersey, they are total assholes when it comes to these light stations.
Hmm.
And of course Michigan. Y'all saw me cry when I went through what I went through in Michigan.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I heard about it though. I heard
Yeah,
about it.
permits. I was crying, and permits have a rate, fuel have a rate, escorts have a rate, trucking.
Exactly. Right. Everybody else
Uh,
has a rate
that's
except
they
trucking.
the protest and strike thing, G-Way. And they shooting for that $1.90. They trying to say that the $1.90 is the least that anybody gets paid with. It's leasing
No.
on the op, on
Mm-mm.
authority. They're trying to make 190 the minimum as a real or
It's gonna have
universal
a bad
cost.
effect. I don't agree with it.
I don't think it's a bad effect, but I'm just y'all not tired of getting paid $1.25 having to pay for fuel. Y'all not tired of
You just don't take it. You don't take it. So you
but you gotta
can't
eat though. You gotta eat.
you can't eat off of that. There's nothing there. At $1.25 and you pay yourself 60 cents or 70 cents, there's nothing there.
So,
Don't have a flat tire.
uh-uh.
I'm up here arguing tomorrow with the Love's manager about a fuel card and all
Mm,
the perks that having it. I like Love's, but
mm,
he got to give me what I asked for. You know what I'm
no.
saying? He want to give me 25 cents, 25 cents off of Love's already like $1 more than everybody else. Love's out here $4.80 a
Love,
gallon of fuel.
Love has always been the cheapest everywhere I've been. I don't know what you talking about, sir. From Cali, Love's has been the cheapest.
No,
Uh,
not here.
Missouri, Michigan, New York, New Jersey,
No.
Florida, North Carolina. Love's has always been
Open
fuel.
up your fuel your gas buddy app and see.
I don't have a gas buddy app. I don't need them.
Oh, okay. Well, how was you getting fuel? Well, you just went to a Love's and you just thought they was the cheapest?
No, when I would be on Highway 5 on over there in Cali, going in and out of Oregon, and I'm looking at it and I'm
You
seeing
was
it,
looking at what? What was you looking at?
and I was seeing three different truck stops at the same. It could be a TA and a Shell and a Luz, and a Luz was always cheaper,
Mm.
always.
Hmm. We'd have to do another special what's the name, a
What?
YouTube video on that on cheap fuel. Love's has not been the cheapest nowhere ever. It's been the best because they have fuel cards for the mega carriers. That's why
Mm,
the mega carriers go there because they get 30, 40, 50 cent off,
but
and
see,
you can get you a
problem
shower
is,
there.
the problem is for a lot of people like Mr. Belvedere here is that he's thinking about nothing but himself when he tell y'all just get out the way instead of being united. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being united and we all get together, get on one fist, and we can get higher pay. And like I said, on my pay with the owner, I was get higher pay. The company driver get higher pay.
Mm,
You feel what I'm saying? Like my boy, Mr. Derek at the Liz doing 16 stops. Yeah, I know he don't do it in one day, but that's like better than lifting. You feel what I'm
mm,
saying? You don't even put that. We don't even do that many for a damn Walmart truck. You feel what I'm saying? Getting out and stopping, getting out and stopping. So that's still a lot. You feel what to do? The multiple
mhm,
stores. You know what I'm saying? Get up, get down, move this, move that, bend and lift. So when Mr. Belvedere tell y'all get out the way, he understand that y'all hurting. And there's plenty of them just like him with his spoiled ass.
Right. I'm telling you to get out the way because you don't know what you're doing and you ain't gonna do nothing but be going home crying. Well, I don't want you to cry. I don't want to see a grown man cry.
Oh
But if
yeah.
you out here running this truck and you're not running it profitable, you're
Mm,
in the way and all you're doing is just wasting time.
mm,
Right. And next month, what you need to get together for the next month on December, you got to get all your stuff together for your taxes. You know that? You remember that?
yeah.
Right? You don't want to wait till the last day. What, in April? You don't want to wait till the last day of April to get your tax month the tax stuff together. Because if you owe, they're gonna want their money. And
Mm,
when you don't have their money, what Mr. Uncle Sam gonna do with it? He's gonna put that tax on you.
mm.
So you must don't mind paying taxes.
We all got to pay it. Everybody more than mine, and now we all got to pay
No.
it.
I'm just saying, but if you wait to the last day and you go one day past, you're gonna put that extra tax on you. You already gotta pay taxes. They
Yeah.
give you all that time. So if you start in December, get all your information together, you can be
Mm,
getting your money. Especially if you're getting money back, you should be hurrying up trying to get it back as quick as possible so you can do what you need to do with it.
mm,
Hmm. But yeah, he's absolutely right. G-Way is right. You know,
mm,
everybody have a specific rate, but truck drivers.
No, they
Oh
shooting
no.
for $1.90. What they shooting for? And shit, they need to stop. And the Walmart dedication should start at 60 cents at the damn minimum. So when they go up for y'all, they go up for us. Shit.
Let's go ahead on and get that $1.90 up. We need to get it up to $5.90,
Yeah,
$10.90.
that ain't gonna happen.
See, we see you hear that? You hear that, Paul? We already got somebody that said that ain't gonna
What
happen.
happened?
You see
Dollar nine
that? You see
goods is
that? They don't want more money because they already telling you it ain't gonna happen. Do they? They don't want no money, do they?
at the $10 a
Look,
mile. Not gonna,
listen,
Yeah, that can
it's never
happen.
gonna happen.
$10 a mile, that can happen.
Right. But
All it
she's
takes
saying
is
it ain't gonna happen.
solidarity. Everybody stick together. You can get $10, $30 a
you
mile.
got you got 'em like Mr. Belvedere. So that ain't gonna. That's what I'm telling you. It ain't
You,
gonna happen.
you
You
see
got 'em like
that?
Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, that's why I tell her get out the way. Because
Get on out the way, girl.
get out the way
Let's
because
get
an
the
attitude
$30 a
like
mile.
that it ain't gonna happen. I don't want that attitude. I want the attitude of it is gonna happen. And I'm gonna be right there with everybody that say, look, this is what we need. I'm not going up there and stop my truck in the middle of the highway up there in Washington D.C. up there for $1.90. It's not gonna happen.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I about to be in that cold weather too.
I don't
Up
care
there.
nothing about the cold weather. If they pay me, we gonna be up there in North Dakota.
Now the hell with that. The hell North Dakota. I ain't going there. Period.
Mhm.
I ain't like going with Swift sent me that shit. And I got paid what 38 cents a mile. Hmm. Never should have been. And that was during the time that Swift and mega carriers told you can turn down loads. Remember that shit? They had to get sued. Now you can tell you don't feel like comfortable going to certain states during certain times of the year. And you
Mm.
can't get fired. Remember that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now you got a guy like Mr. Beverly here that's selfish. Selfish, thinking nothing but themselves. You know what I'm saying? That they have the right to stop on top people. What about the small young man that just thought his authority? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about him.
He's got to go through what we call growing pains. Okay.
Oh
He got in
Lord.
this business and he's got to go through growing pains.
Oh
And
Lord.
I guarantee you, once he goes through them growing pains, he gonna be fed up.
Mm.
And Poe, since you are here, so I'll tell you, and I'll spread it out to Shape. Shape, I got a Carrier 411 Carrier freight guard put on me.
Damn.
Oh, damn!
Okay, what carrier freight guard, what
It's
is
a
that?
it's a negative report put on your carrier onto your carrier number, and
Okay.
what it does is brokers that pay for this service, uh, when they look your carrier number up, they go in there and they say, "Hey, you got a freight guard put on you." That's a negative review. What it is almost like a Yelp review. So
Mm.
if you do a review on somebody, they supposed to respond within 72 hours, and you basically are trying to beg a broker to take it off of you because it's going to show a negative review. It's supposed to help the brokers from getting scammed by carriers. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, these brokers, they are lazy, and I'm gonna name them. They're lazy because they want to try to scam you, and they want to use that as a determination to get you to take cheap freight.
Mm.
It ain't gonna happen because I've been doing it so long. I don't care about a carrier freight guard. I'm not out here stealing freight, and whatever you put in there for that, that's just your opinion. Okay, there's facts, and there your set of circumstances, and it's good that we live in the internet age that you actually can put that broker's name in the internet, and it'll show that they're putting all these freight guards on people. So what it does is it actually dumbs down that service that's
Mhm.
supposed to stop fraud. Because you're frauding the people by putting up. It's like saying you went to a McDonald's and you didn't like the manager and you put a bad review on them. You said, "Hey, their food ain't no good. The place was dirty," and blah. You're not helping nobody because you're thinking that what you're gonna do is not have nobody go there,
Mm.
right? But say for instance, somebody go down and have a good experience, they go on to Yelp and they're gonna get ready to put in a good experience. But in Carrier
So let
411, you
me
can't do that.
ask you this. So does that fall off in 3 to 5 years or
Nah, I
is
don't care nothing about it. It don't fall off.
oh,
It never falls out,
What
right?
happened?
the
If
freight
if
guard thing?
if the broker quits and quit being a broker, it's still on there. That's stupid,
Mm.
What happened?
right?
So
Oh,
there's no way to combat the freight
I
guard.
don't need it. You don't need to
What
come
was the
back.
disagreement? What was the disagreement?
The disagreement was a broker told me um, that they had multiple stops. You and I know you can't put multiple stops on the DAT board. You put the beginning of the stop and the end of the stop, and then
Stop.
it do the miles for you,
Uh-huh.
Right,
right? So
right.
for example, I'm going to go from Cincinnati to Columbus. That's 100 miles, right? It's going to show 100 miles. And they'll say, yeah, you got one pick, two drops.
Huh.
Huh? That ain't 100 miles. They won't tell you where you're going. Oh, it's 100 miles. No, that ain't 100 miles, bro. That ain't 100 miles. You got this thing going somewhere else, and you don't want to tell. So I say I'm not interested. Well, you canceling loads? No, I'm not canceling. I never accepted a load. I never got a rate con. I never hit the button for it. I said I'm out of here. You ain't finna do me like that. Well, I'm gonna do a freight guard on you. What's that? I didn't know what it was, and he told me. Uh, I went and read it. He submitted it, and it sent me the thing to reply. I replied back, and leave it at that. I don't care.
That's something you can't combat that at all, though. That's not good.
It's not for you
So
to
you
combat.
never had a signed contract with that company or nothing.
Hell no, nothing.
So that's bogus.
Yeah, it's
That's a frivolous claim.
exactly. And what they want you to do is they want you to sue them and take them to court, which is going to cost you money and time. And in this business, what I tell y'all, you do not want to be doing no stuff like that. So for a broker to get that, which is I'm gonna be on looking for Mr. Sage Outcast. He's a broker. He just posted that he's officially saying he got the power. He's being funny. He bought into the Carrier 411. And I think the reason why he bought into it, not because he been scammed, he bought into it to really like take it to some of these carriers for whatever their business practice is. So I mean, good luck. And if I was another carrier out here, man, I would not care. Not that company that did that. If the company allowed their workers to do something like that, it's going to just dumb down the system. So it's just a matter of time before they dumb it down, and they're going to just be like, man, we can't use that as a good determination. It's like, what's that Carrier Assure, where they give you a grade. They give you a letter grade. They gave me an F. A F. I'm more knowledgeable than a lot of these brokers out here, and I help them get the money that they need. But because I don't go all the way to California and come back, hey, you get an F. Man, listen. These people get scammed every day by these people that do things that they think is good for the industry, and it don't work. You can have whatever you need, a grading system, a Carrier 411 system that tell you that these people are freight guard. You still can get scammed out here. It's just you have to know what you're doing.
But okay, when you telling people you gotta know what you're doing, but the people got to get the experience. So
I just told you got to go through them growing pains that I talk about. Remember I talked about that guy with the new authority? He or she has to go through growing pains, and they got to learn what it is.
So help us then when we going through the so-called growing pains.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen, Miss Shay. You gotta listen, Miss Shay. You can't check your email once a week. You gotta check it every day, 2-3 times a day. You gotta look up jobs. You gotta see what these jobs pay. You gotta look at your competition and see what your competition is doing. All right. So you can't just wait for somebody to do something for you. You got to get ready to do it yourself. So in the scenario that I gave you, Poe, with the freight guard, it can hurt your business. It can hurt your business if you out there looking for a new broker. It can hurt your business,
especially if the other companies subscribe to that and really believe the information.
Yeah, if they believe that information, but you got to think, how could a company with my seasoned age get an F? I would be out of business.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I would be out of business. And I specifically be on the phone, and I talk to brokers, and I help them learn that you're an agent. You don't know the price of what you trying to move. Yeah, you may move it at a certain price and you try to remember it, but it's not up to you. It's up to the company to tell you, hey, I need this moved. You need to be able to move it at this price, man. And you be on the phone. They know. They watching you. They're listening to your phone call. I tell them, I can't move it at 250. Well, man, I moved a whole bunch of these at 250. Good. Let them get them all. Shit, you should have a contract with them dudes for picking up freight for $250. A contract for it. Because I know it costs more than that in a tire. One little tire costs more than $250,
Of course.
right?
So
You
that's
can't even call Loves to come out for $250. They'll hang up on you. So
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I want to get my own, but I got to see if things are turning around, jumping out there. You be new booty. You got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like Mr. Belvedere, have a whole phone call for brokers, you know what I'm saying? Straight out the gate, you know. You gotta work yourself to that, so you're gonna bump your head, you know.
mhm.
Bump
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere is not just giving it,
You
like
you got to find out in this industry what works for you, what you like to haul, what you like to move. You can't be out here scatterbrained and doing any and everything.
you
Because when
it's
you're
not
doing
gonna
that,
do
you're
it.
gonna mess up.
It's not cats doing everything. It's cats that stuck to the same formula and have worked even harder and
Yeah.
still
Having your own business is working harder. You're not gonna come to work like you working at a restaurant, just do two things a day. You're gonna come and do a bunch of things. And because you're the boss there, you are responsible for your money that goes out. Like I said, when I took my truck to the TA to have them do an inspection, they came and told me I needed a whole new steering. I said, "What?" Yeah, man, your steering is loose. He said, "You see this?" I'm looking at him. I'm like, "What's wrong with my steering?" He said, "Well, I can't approve your inspection because you need a steering. There's nothing wrong with the steering." I took my truck up out of there. I had to give them little money for the inspection and not be approved. They trying to hold my trucks hostage by saying I need something that I didn't need. And when I got pulled over by DOT said I didn't need it. I said, "Do I need an inspection, a steering?" He said, "No, you just need an inspection." I said, "Okay." I took it to the place, another place. They gave me the inspection that I needed. They checked everything out. They said, "It's nothing. Everything's good, man. You don't need anything." So why would they tell me that when this place told me I needed an inspection? He was
He
trying to
got
get like
extra money,
a lot
extra
of
money.
money out of me, right? And it ain't like he was trying to get $100, $200 out of me. He was trying to get some big bucks, $1,500, $2,000. That's a lot of money.
Would you advise people to get their own authority? Like if you see if they show you they got majority of their stuff together.
I would tell anybody if you want your authority, you should have paid off equipment and about $50,000 saved up.
That's unreachable. That's unreachable and
Then
unrealistic.
don't get in this business.
Don't get in this business.
Don't get
Cause
in the business.
you're gonna be trying to get robbing Peter to pay Paul.
You're gonna
You're gonna be
have
taking
a lot of
loans
debt.
and all
Who
kinds
got
of shit.
paid off truck and 50 bands though? Who got paid off equipment and 50,000? It's unrealistic.
That's
Don't get in
that's
this
not
business.
unrealistic.
Mm,
Somebody who's well off. People out here got that type of money shape.
yeah, exactly.
There's people out here that has that type of money. It is people.
I'm talking about the average Joe. I ain't talking about people that
If you're average in this business, you're gonna be sinking. You got to be above average, and you got to work 3 times as hard as the next guy. That's what you got to do, right? You got to be on the load board at 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5, depending on where you are. It's 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you got to be on that load board, looking and seeing what's going on. Not only just for today, tomorrow, where you going, where you picking up, where you may go the next day. You got to keep looking and keep looking and keep looking. You're looking ahead so you can make sure you got freight. You don't never want to get somewhere and not have no freight, because then you become desperate and they notice. And that's when they lowball you.
Oh Lord. Oh boy. Sign and drive lease deals. Is that what you promoting, Paul? What's the realize that?
Nah, that used to be my old saying. I was advertising lease purchases. I kind of got out that business because the market ain't really sustaining a lease agreement.
Yeah, they're coming with
Small
nothing
people,
to bring.
folding on leases. It's a lot of people turning their trucks in, man.
Okay.
I talked to a guy maybe about 2 weeks ago. He just had to give it up.
Yeah.
He'll know who I'm talking about. He had to just give it up, man. He turned the truck back in.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to run the business of owning a truck. I think he just wanted to own a truck and get a truck by like working it, and then somebody give him the truck. I don't think he wanted to actually go through the numbers and learning where you're going. I think he just wanted to just get in the truck, let somebody tell him to just drive here, drive there, and he did it. And then at the end of the week, he'd have, $3,000 in his pocket.
Right.
Well, when you do the business part of it, some weeks you may have $3,000, and some weeks you might be in a whole $3,000. That's a big difference. That's a big old swing, ain't it? Because if the truck has some issues and you got to pay for it, remember Shape when your truck started having def issues?
Yep.
You wouldn't bring home no good checks.
I wouldn't bring home no checks. Shit, no check. Good check. Good check is something. Yeah, I'll get nothing. Yeah.
Salute to you, Jaquan. They left too much money on the table, Poe. Yeah, they'll leave too much money on the table all the time if they don't know their numbers.
Yep.
They'll get taken advantage of really quick, and like I said, they will
Y'all
take
don't
advantage
want
of
to y'all don't want to jump in this union movement that they trying to start now. But it's that's a no from both y'all, man.
How you gonna be independent and then be in a union? It just kind of don't make sense. You would need an association that you pay into, and you would allow them to try to fight for you for some rights. But the biggest one would be the Fair Labor Standard Act for truck drivers. If they had that taken out, if they were exempt from that, they would get a minimum wage. But that would end a lot of these companies' ability to make profit off the freight. So I don't know. It just depends. I'm for camaraderie when it comes to trucking. I just think that it's not going to work when you have people out here that depend on truck drivers to move stuff, and they don't want their rates going up. Like, I'm gonna say this: Amazon is one of them. Amazon will pay you right now. If I went on the Amazon load board, it would be like $1.20.
Okay, now that ain't true because Amazon got a reputation for not giving y'all boys y'all money, so that ain't true. That only for Mr. Belvedere, Mr. Belvedere and Amazon.
I'm telling you, they are cheap.
Relationship.
What are you
I've
talking
talked
about?
to a few other folks. Y'all remember I had Angela on here, and she said Amazon had owed her money for 2 loads and still hadn't paid her last time.
Right, because she don't know what to do. She got to go through them growing pains. She don't know how to sue them and get her money.
She a broker and she got trucks. They've been open for years. They knew what they was doing.
You called me the N-word over that girl? Come on now.
I call you no N-word. I said I did not. I said you don't know. She been a broker. She been a broker for years. She been a broker for years.
And they didn't pay her for some of her work that she did.
Yes, sir. I did say Negro, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You don't even remember
what's going on, Henry?
Hey, what's going on, Henry? Salute.
Yeah. Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Jaquan said they just left too much money on the
table. Yeah. But no. Amazon worked for you. Amazon's not working for a lot of people.
No, it can work if you stick together, but they're not sticking together. You know what I'm saying? Amazon is dingling the carrot in front of your face, right? And then when you jump at the rate, if they made the rate $2.50, people would jump at it. Oh, that's more than $1.90. And then a month later, make it 75 cents or $1, and you'll be mad. And then you can't do nothing. I guess I don't know. I would do something else. I'm not gonna let them do me like that. I got paid the other night $175 for not even getting in my truck and starting my truck up with Amazon. They canceled the load. And I might be speaking too early because they might say, well, you know what? Next time we're gonna let him start his truck up and come over to the facility and then cancel the load. Right? They could have did that, but they didn't. They canceled the load, and I said okay.
Lord. I don't know, son. Things just work out better. I guess you just somebody special in trucking. I
I'm
guess.
not special in trucking. I'm never special in trucking. But you want us to come together in trucking and kumbaya, and it's never been like that. Truck
Mm.
drivers that own their own trucks do their own thing. They always done that. They don't want to do what everybody else does. They want to get up and go to work when they want to. They want to haul what they want. They want to go where they want. Truck driver don't like going a certain route. They be like, I ain't taking that load. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with no rate, no nothing. They just like, look, I don't go over there. I don't fool with over there. And I'm the same way. Austin, Indiana, I'll never go there. I sat there for 8 hours. You know the little thing they give you at the wing stop place when you order your food, the little buzzer with the LED lights around it, the little puck.
Uh-huh.
They gave me one of them. I went back to my truck. I was at my truck for like 3 hours. I got up and I walked back in there. I said, "Hey man, does this thing work, man? It don't have a battery in it or something?" He said, "No, man, you need to go back to your truck, man. It'll go off when we ready for you." I said, "What?" I said, "I've been out here for 3 hours." Yeah, just put the times on the bills and we'll let you know. I said, "All right." I go back to my truck. I went to sleep. I woke back up. It was 5 hours later. I said, "Man, listen, did I go to sleep and miss it? Did it go off and then it came back?" He said, "No, man, we ain't called you yet. Go back to your truck."
Yeah, that's fine.
I said, "I can't believe this." Truck drivers know what I'm talking about. I'll never go back there ever again. I don't care what they pay. I'll never go back there. I got that load. I had to drive my behind off to get that load to where it needed to go with very little time. And I got there early to get the load. And I sat there 8 hours. And I did that because I didn't know. I didn't know. And I remember I tell you now, you said, "You're not patient. You're not this. You're not that." I know better now. But when I first got my truck, I thought like everybody else did. I got to take every load. I got to do a good job. I got to show these people I know how to drive a truck and I know how to get the load there. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. I should have got out the way. As soon as 3 hours hit, I was out of there. I should have been gone. I should have said, "Hey man, here's your puck. Take me off the list. I'm out of here." "Where you going?" "I'm going to get me another load that I could pick up within an hour or two."
Got to have
That's where
patience.
I'm going. Yeah,
Trucking,
you don't have
gotta hurry up
no.
and trucking sometimes and make the money.
And
Paul,
I know that don't work.
I want to ask Paul ask a question. With the election coming up and with you being in the car industry, do you think things gonna get better for your section of our trucking community? Like, 'cause I know hauling cars is that shit is work and it's expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I think the industry might get a little better if Trump get in office, because Trump said that he's gonna like if you buy American made vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
all your taxes that you pay for interest is going to be a tax deductible, but it's only on American made vehicles. That's what he's claiming. Now I haven't fact checked it. I've heard him say that. I believe that's a good thing, regardless of the interest rate that you pay on your vehicle. You know, you can write it off on your taxes. And also, if if you're working on the job and you're working on a regular W-2 job, you work a lot of overtime, there's going to be no taxes on your overtime. So therefore, you're going to take home more money. So in a sense, I think that would stimulate the economy. But you know, and then also I believe that we need to get a lot of these manufacturing plants
Mm-hmm.
to stay here in the United States instead of shipping the jobs overseas,
Okay.
because those are good, solid American jobs.
Mm. The
They're
car
high wages jobs.
the car industry endorses a lot of people, and I mean employs a lot of people. Period. That's a
Yeah,
big part of American jobs. Period. And it goes all the way from the distributions, the manufacturing workers, the people that work at the dealerships, rental car companies that use these type of cars. Sometimes that buy this type of vehicles, rotate them out all the time. So I mean, hopefully, coming next year, you be back busy full effect. Making money because your insurance ain't no joke. I thought people like T Hill insurance was expensive, but your insurance is something else. That shit that skyrockets like an extra $2,000 if you want to move cars or heavy haul like G Way. I say,
Right.
damn. I say, yeah, that's crazy. One guy was
Silence
talking about
put a good
doing
one in
car.
there. He said, I
One
thought
guy
it was
was
no tax on overtime, but you're only getting straight pay, not overtime pay. That could be true, Silence. In trucking, truck drivers um, don't have a law that tells you that you got to pay overtime. What they do is truck drivers fall under the Federal Labor Standard Act. And you could look that up for truck drivers for your state, and they could pay you whatever. They don't have to pay you overtime. They can just pay you straight time anyway. So it's based on whatever they want to pay you. You know, we know they don't have to give you a per diem. They can take that. They can give it to you or not. That's up to the company. So
uh,
uh, that's true. You're not gonna get no tax on overtime, but at the same time, you're just gonna get straight time anyway. So that should bring you back more money anyway.
uh,
If you work those hours, but you're not gonna get the time and a half because they're gonna be like, yeah, we not paying
uh,
no taxes. We just gonna give you straight time. So you're gonna work 60 hours straight, and they've been doing that anyway. A lot of people
yeah,
that work hours.
No, you get
Don't
the
you get paid?
1.5 out the 8 hours, man. That's the
uh,
overtime I'm talking about. You get the 1.5 out the 8 hours.
Right, but
uh.
you got to
Then you don't pay
negotiate
no
that.
taxes on
Well, I
none of
just
your overtime pay. So if you got 50 hours of overtime, that means you know how when you work too much overtime, all the money go back to Uncle Sam.
Hmm.
It's going to be no more of that. It's going to that
Right, but
you're
he's
going to
saying
actually
you're
take
just gonna
that
get
money
straight
home
time.
to you, huh?
Right, but he's saying you're just gonna get straight time. You're not gonna get overtime. You're not gonna get the 1.5. You're just gonna get
No,
it.
you
You're
are going
just
to get the 1.5 additional.
uh,
1.5, you're just not going to pay any taxes on that 1.5.
yeah. That's what they're saying, but I don't think it's gonna
I think
happen.
it's per state. I think both of you are right, but I just think it's just per state for real.
Mhm.
But back to what I was saying with Povely, I was watching one guy. He does car hauling, and he said his insurance bumped up this year a whole extra 2 bands on the Big Daddy rack. You move the Big Daddy rack, right? With his
Uh,
and he pays a whole extra $2,000 more a month. That's crazy.
damn.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That don't make no sense. Are you one of those that's paying extra 2 bands more a month than what you originally did this year? Cause if that's the case,
Well,
we get.
mine went up about this year alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying about a 35% increase for no reason.
Well, that's what's it like $700, $800.
No, I'm just saying 35% overall. The
Okay.
policy increased.
Sure, I was like, that is ridiculous. You talking about $3,000 a month just in insurance? That's crazy. Just to stay in business, and he has the 9 car holder. I think
Yeah.
it's six. It's 6, 9, and 12, right, for the car holder. I think he has the 9, and that's the smallest Big Daddy. You feel me? At 3,000, I say, damn. Well, so that's why it really. That's why I'm saying get out and vote. We could sit talking politics about rates and freight and city little rules and
Yeah, but next
I'm
week it's gonna be
mad
over with.
at
All that
it.
voting is gonna be over with next week, so it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah,
So now
yeah,
what?
it matters now. It matters. Stop saying it don't matter. It matters right
I
now.
didn't say it don't matter. I said next week the voting gonna be over with. Now what? What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
We'll find out.
Silence
don't
said he's
Trump,
saying
right?
no overtime tax or overtime pay, just hourly wage. Better pay more attention to what he's stating and not what you want to hear. Okay.
He's talking about Paul. He's talking about He's talking about T Hill, baby.
He talking about anybody that heard your boy Trump say something about it.
Mm.
Uh, what they say? Jaquan said voting won't change anything. Oh, hey,
Oh,
it'll change one thing. It'll
baby.
change whoever they voting for. Somebody's got to get in there.
Yeah.
So it might not
Oh,
change. Uh,
Well, they're going to do what they want to do once they get in anyway. They're going
but yeah, they're gonna
to.
be fighting back and forth. So if you're not a political person, I wouldn't try to engage in it. If you don't like it, it's gonna be very boring, monotonous, and they play on that. Like they would stall something out for a long time. They'll do something else. It's very long, it's boring. And if you don't like that type of work, uh you won't think it nothing gets done with you.
No tax on tips. So like all your servers, they
You
ain't
said
gonna pay
don't
no
be
tax
sheep.
on their commission. They
Yeah,
Yeah,
tip
already.
commission.
Y'all
yeah.
heard like
Yeah,
yeah.
we not sheep. We understand the process. We understand the two party system. We're not sheep.
Mm.
But what happens is it's people out here that need help, and you got to have a system to help those type of people. And if you don't have a system to help them, uh, then you're going to get what you get. It's like having a whole bunch of poor people in one area, and you're not helping them. What you think they're going to do? They're going to start helping themselves, and you got to be careful on that. So you got to have resources and things to help certain individuals so they can understand that there is hope. You can get yourself out of this. We can change your mindset or whatever. It's not being about a sheep. It's not about being a sheep. It's about learning how the system works and you use it in your favor. It's a lot of people that used to get food stamps and welfare or knew somebody that did, and they profited off of it and they got them out of that situation. So yeah, I know I'm not a sheep. I don't know about anybody else. I got my own mind, my own ideas, but you only get one vote. So you vote
Mhm.
and then you keep it pushing. And if you have an issue, you talk to the right person because you are an American and you have the right to go talk to whoever, Republican, Democrat, or whoever. You can go talk to them and tell them this is your issue that you're having, and you bring it up to them, and then they can get something done behind it. Now, whether it works or not, at least you have that voice. You have a voice. Other than
Mm.
that, you won't have a voice.
And speaking of that, have both of you two kings went to the polls yet?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, yeah, you showed it. You showed forgive me, babe. What about you, Paul?
Nah, I ain't been to the polls. I've been passing by the building every day.
Oh my god.
So I just ain't stopped and drove in there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't stopped and
Yeah,
drove in there yet.
yeah. We have early voting over here in Ohio, and
Oh
it's
Lord.
2024 going into 2025. All states should have early voting. You should be
I
able to
seen the
vote.
sign that's saying early voting. Yep.
Right.
Mm.
All states should have early voting. Actually, there's some southern states that don't have it at all. There's some
Texas
states.
does though. Texas,
Y'all
well, you.
seen about the ballot box? Somebody ran it over in the car or something? Try to set it on fire?
Yeah,
Oh
they need to
Lord.
send them to jail. They need to send them to
Huh?
jail.
Well, I saw somebody knock somebody in their teeth, and now somebody set somebody on fire.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mm.
is it just getting started, people?
Mhm.
It's
He
just
said,
started.
Jaquan said, "Keep hope alive." Now that's what
Yeah.
that's a campaign slogan.
Man, we got the
In
right.
real life,
We got the
you got
right kick
issues, you get it done.
and talk to God and kick a little ass some more, and cross our fingers
Nah,
and keep hope alive. What we got to do?
yeah.
You been down there and voted? Uh, Fake World?
What you say, babe?
Have you actually went down and voted yet?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I went live when I went to the voting station. I went live.
Oh,
Yeah, I went to the old Greens Point, my old stomping ground.
I
One
got you.
old stomping ground. I went up in there, did my due diligence. I sure
Mhm.
I
did.
understand.
I voted for Mr. Trump man, Mr. Hot Cheeto himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just didn't know
Yeah, that's pretty
where his
good. But
name
Texas
was on
is
the
a
ballot.
Republican state anyway.
Yeah, she didn't know where the man was on the ballot. She don't even know who he was running with. You know who the vice president was?
Who you talking about?
Who you voted for? That's who I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about Trump?
Yes.
What about him?
You said you went and voted.
Yeah, I sure did. I voted for Trump.
Okay. You ain't vote for the vice president?
Um, the vice president, I forgot the name that was on. I voted for Republican.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I voted a majority of the ballot. Besides, I think Sylvester Turner. And
Who was the other guy you said you voted for that was running for office in your in Houston
yeah,
that you
Sylvester Turner.
oh,
Sylvester
that's
Turner.
his name,
Yeah,
Sylvester Turner.
Turner. I definitely voted yes for him for congressman. He's
Oh,
running
for
for
congressman.
yeah, he
Okay.
running for so yeah, he that's I definitely it's a bunch of names on there I didn't recognize. There are a few on there I did recognize.
Mhm.
Um that I just chose. I just remember watching from all the arguments and shit they've been having in Congress and seeing you seeing their asses arguing, talk shit to each other and fucking insult each other, sitting their asses there. So I just remember and I do my backtracking what they do and you hit cross here and cross there. So some of the names I remember recognizing, some of them I didn't. I just voted. But some
It's a
names I
Vance guy, right?
huh?
It's a Vance guy. JD Vance, I think it is.
JD Vance. It
That's his
was
running mate. I think JD Vance. I think that's the guy
it was
name.
Sylvester and two other names. It's four different names for what he going for. His name and three other names that was in the ballot for the Congress position that he's going for. So
Okay.
it's yeah. So, yeah, I remember Ted Cruz name came up and Sylvester's Trump's and Teresa out of Illinois and there's a few other names I can't think of right now, but their names came to mind when it came in front of me and I recognized them. That's who I voted for. But child, it's just I just want the election to be over so we can at least get a handle on what's gonna be for next year. That's all I'm
Well,
looking
you
for.
already know what's gonna be for next year. It's gonna be you trying to get what you need to get for your family. You got to get it. You can't wait on no politician to give you something.
Mm,
Uh, you got to make it work. If your situation ain't working for you right now, you need to get out of that situation and get something else. Get something working. That's what you got to do.
yeah.
So
Uh,
that would be my suggestion.
I mean, thank you for your suggestion, King. But I just, I mean, we've been scaling, talking about getting out of trucking. Everybody said they
Yeah.
all.
Speaking of that, let's talk about mobile food truck.
Oh Lord.
Let's talk about that. You know that.
I
Hey,
want to talk
Poe.
about no
Poe,
more food truck.
what do you think about a mobile food truck operation in these times right now? People got to eat, so it seems like a uh, uh, what do you call that, recession proof business when it comes to this. We got to eat. You know what I'm saying? And so having that mobile truck, food truck, you can go to different locations, different days of the week, and feed the people and get paid. Right?
Yeah, we
Pretty
can.
good business.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just a thought of branching to other areas and like other industries. So doing a little mobile food truck, you know, could make money in certain times. You know what I'm saying? In certain times it can. Because I think even in the food industry, it has its slow times,
Mhm.
just like anything else. But I've been looking into the little food truck thing myself. You know, it's cheaper than having a restaurant.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
a start. But like I said, I would go work for one first, so I know the ins and outs, so I don't get hit with a hefty bill. To see
yeah,
what's the cost to run one of them things. Because I see them being built.
mm-hmm,
I know a little bit about them where you got to have like double sinks, one sink for
mm-hmm,
the water and the other one for the sanitation to sanitize the dishes and stuff like that. So I know I'm very limited on what I know about them, but I know I see people uh, they go out and buy them a truck and then they add all the health department stuff inside of it. Me, I would
mm-hmm,
just go work with a person that's got one and then look for somebody that's selling one to see if that would be feasible. But it's a
mm-hmm,
lot of work because you got to go to the store, buy the food, go home. And see, here in Ohio, we have places called commissaries where you can rent a kitchen with all of that equipment in it, and you can cook all that food and then store it away, and and then bring it back out and just heat it up as you
mm-hmm,
go.
mm-hmm.
So,
We have those here too. Where
uh,
you can rent out a kitchen space. You
right,
can
you could utilize kitchen space.
uh,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
cool.
You can
Yeah.
but it's just a thought, because Texas we love food. Houston we love food. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? and everybody eat. You feel me, bro? So,
Mhm.
I was watching a little couple of barbecue little joints and stuff,
Yeah,
and
but if you don't have them oxtails slapping, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
was
why
gonna say,
you. If you ain't got them on your menu and you
my
down in
man had
Houston,
oxtail pizza on there the other
I
day.
don't, I don't think you gonna get nobody to buy
yeah,
a dang on dinner from you if you ain't got that.
oxtails and steak and chicken gotta be on there.
Yeah,
Oxtail, steak, chicken.
you know how long you got to cook an oxtail for it to fall off the bone like that?
Not long.
Shh.
Not long.
Your oxtail gonna be hard and tough. They're gonna
Mm,
put you out of business. You won't
no.
never sell a damn dinner if
You
it's
can let it
tough.
slow cook. You can let it slow cook for like 2 hours. Now you get it raw and you
Two?
gotta cut it up. Yeah, you can slow cook it in
Nah,
the oven for 2 hours.
mm-mm. Nah, not no
It'll
two
fall right
hours.
off the bone. It'll fall right at the bone, baby. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, yo, of
I
course. That's a the
Gotta
girl.
come on up there to Ohio and show you.
Man, she can't cook. I'll be watching her videos. She can't cook. Chicken be hard as all get out, man. I know better than that. I don't ball chicken, brother. I just got on the guys on the track about balling chicken. If I see you ever ball a
That
chicken,
was in a skillet. You
no,
know what
you
I'm
don't ball chicken, man. You boil the flavor out. The
saying?
thing
No,
be
I don't.
tasting so, and then you gotta over salt it to get the flavor back in it. Don't do that.
I ain't oversaw anything. I got some hot honey tenders. I don't think I did good on the hot honey tenders, but I'm gonna post that video up tonight.
Go right ahead. And if anybody is thumbing you up on that video, that's because they don't know how to cook and they don't care.
But
And that leads us into our next topic about what men want. Because
ah,
he talked about
you
that.
rushing it, bro. You
Huh?
rushing it up. Hold up,
Huh?
you rushing it. You rushing.
No,
I was
I ain't
told you
rushing nothing. We've
rushing
been
it
on here for an hour and 12 minutes. How long we gonna be on here? For two
for 2
hours?
hours.
No,
Too,
this
you
ain't gonna be
barely
a
go
two.
live,
We
King. You
I know
barely
I
go
gotta go
live.
to sleep. I gotta get up in the morning. I
It's
can't be up here
only
all
fine.
night talking about
You
this
ain't that
mess.
old of a man. Yeah, you only 52. You. Come on. I like to work 7 days a week. Come on now. You can go for 2 hours, bro.
Nah, I am not going for 2 hours talking about this mess. Poe,
Yes,
we
sir.
had this conversation. Do men just want looks?
No, no. Let me ask the man the question,
No,
sir. Let me
hold on.
ask.
Why you got?
Let
Oh,
me ask the man. Okay. Let me
okay.
ask the man,
Ah, ah.
Mr. Poe. Mr. Poe. We was having a
Uh,
conversation, and we both was looking at a video or something like that. We was watching, right? Okay. And I say want three things when it comes to relationship and women. Men are territorial, right? They're
yeah.
selfish. And number three, they visual, right? That's all men. He combated that and say men don't care nothing about a woman's looks. And I want you to tell me, Poe, that's a lie. Men care a
I don't
lot.
know about that one, yeah. That's the
Yeah,
first thing a man wanted to make sure he got a good looking lady.
yeah. Tell him. Tell
That all he
I
Mr.
mean,
want?
that's just me. I
Yeah.
don't know about me. That's
Is that
me.
all he want? That's why he on it. That's why these guys on the internet sliding in the DMs because they seeing what they think that they seeing, and that's content creating. Is that why they slide in these women's DMs?
Oh,
Because
they
they
looking
see
at
something.
nice bodies and BBLs.
Where
What I'm
where,
saying
where
is,
Jaquan at? He talk about sheep. Is all men like looking at a woman?
yes, yes, all men do.
No, he got it. I'm waiting for him to type in the chat.
No,
He could type that
but
in the chat.
hold on, y'all. T. Hill said men don't care about looks when it comes to
I
relationships.
said men don't really care about looks like that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's saying, but that's not true. A lot of men have gotten married to women that don't really love them, have kids by women that don't really love them, simply because off of visually
Right.
shoot.
And the men that I know that got married off of looks, they not married no more.
Of course,
Why?
of
If
course,
that's what
but
they cared about, if they cared about that, they would stay. The woman ain't changed her looks no more. She still look the same.
not all the time, child. Not all the time.
Oh,
But
hold
tell him,
on. Here we go. G-Way right there. He came with a 3-pointer jump shot from the corner. He said the older you get, your look go lower on the list, but it's about how they treat you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. G-Way. The older you look at
okay.
and get the looks,
All right.
the looks go down on the list. Looks go
The
down
house.
the older you get.
Yeah, so we gotta be 60, 70.
I'm saying looks ain't all what a man wants, and I'm in my 50s. So maybe when I was in my 20s, I thought looks meaning something, but now I want to be treated
But
right.
here's my thing. If she's not attracted to you, or she's not attracted for you anyway, you're gonna treat her a certain kind of way, aren't you?
If she look good, she just look good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just that. But I want to be treated right. I need her to know how to cook some chicken tenders. I don't want her boiling my chicken tenders. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
She need to know how to treat me.
Oh my God. It's not just
Mhm.
Paul, do you feel what I'm saying? Do
He
you
hear
understand?
you.
If
He
he's
hear
gonna
you, but he ain't in his
all
50s.
the
When he get in
time,
his 50s, the looks go down on the list. Mr. G-Way said it.
no, but you give your young years and your more spunky years to looks though.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you could probably look like that in your younger years, but you ain't 20.
Yeah, I know. I know I'm not.
Right. So why you think men think about that? We older. We just want to be treated right. We want good chicken. You see what I'm saying? We want it to be
Like,
seasoned right. We
those
want the
fucking stuff.
flour to be nice and seasoned flour, and we want it to be double uh what do you
Batter.
call that? Double battered. Hmm.
Double.
Yeah, we want double battered chicken.
So okay, so what else? Okay, so Paul, do you feel what I'm saying? Men are visual, territorial, and selfish. And that goes for all of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're not good men out there, but it's just what it is. Like when he does have a wife, aren't you territorial with your wife? Don't you not allow certain things with your wife? Or you're a special lady, right?
Mm.
And a man always wants his cake and eat it too, if he can. Selfish. That's what I feel. I mean, if I have it wrong, let me know. But I just from experience and sitting back and watching and paying attention. But it's just always been my experience that y'all fall for the women that don't respect y'all. And I've just noticed that, Poe and Mr. Belvedere. I know wives right now that's married that are taken care of.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have to
Right.
work and they are cheating on their husbands. How does it happen?
How you doing, G-Way? Get on her, man. Get her. She won't
How does
listen to
that
me.
happen? Don't get on me,
Well,
folks. Don't tell nobody get on
well,
me.
I
Get
mi-
on her.
I
Get it. Get
missed
it.
that.
Get it.
Hey, I missed that last part when she was saying I'm too busy trying to tap in. But hey, first off, like I said, the older you get, it's not you want a nice looking woman, yeah, but 9 times out of 10, baggage come with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get a woman that's too full of herself. Second thing, I want a woman to know how to cook, clean, take care of me. I'm getting older. She need to know the signs of a stroke. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You hear that? Get her. Get her. Get her.
but
Get her.
but in
All that
in
baby oil
general,
in the bathroom.
but in general, because you got some good looking women that are disrespect for you. With us, it's all about respect. If you can't respect me, how you gonna be my woman? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Looks don't trump that. You know.
There you go.
Mhm. Now, what you were saying, Shake, before I jumped in?
No, I say it's plenty of beautiful women that are married and she only husbands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all go for that though. So how can men not
Oh,
be visual?
huh?
They not
We
going
go
forward
for
to
that.
marry her. She already married, and she
Mm-hmm.
cheating on her husband. They using her for just whatever they using her for. I don't know what it be, but they not trying to marry her because she already married for one, and they probably
Mm.
Mhm.
messing with her because they
But
can.
y'all choose these type of women though, is what I'm saying.
How are we choosing this type of
That's not
woman?
too.
She's allowing herself to not be a real wife because a real wife is not going to cheat on her husband.
Mhm.
Mm.
A-
Child.
Anybody know what a Proverbs 31 woman is?
Can you break it down for us, sir? Can you break it down for us? Is a virtue
No, no,
not the virtuous
no.
woman, right? That's virtuous
Yeah,
woman.
oh, go ahead on. Go ahead on. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Oh, salute to everybody. T Hill. Hey, you doing your thing. Got to give you your props. And I don't know this young man down here at the bottom.
Miss
No, you
Paul.
That's
know it's
Poe.
cool.
That's Poe.
Oh, what up, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Chilling, hanging in there, trying to make a dollar like everybody else.
I hear
Mm,
you.
But now he was saying that men don't care nothing about looks at all. That's what he said earlier. I said that ain't true. That ain't true at all.
you do
That
want
ain't
somebody you're attracted to, but
okay.
once again, it's not high priority on the list. It's about that's my, but I can't speak for these two young men.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as long as they
Like I
treat
said,
you right, respect you, and don't burn your money just because it's your money, hey, that's a good woman. If she can multiply your dollar, that's a plus.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All I was saying is there's always a different side to this coin of what you were talking about, Shape. That's all. I I'm not married, so I don't have the answers to that when it comes to
Okay.
marriage. I just
I'm
know about me.
I'll get a few men that said, but I really don't care. All men have that spontaneous side or that particular side, that particular desire that they really just want. You know what I'm saying? Physically out of their woman or their dream woman. All men do. And if you don't get that, then most likely you won't be happy. You get what I'm saying? Or you're gonna treat that woman that does take care of you and see about you and all and cook and all, and you're gonna treat her a certain way. You're gonna treat her a certain way, period. And this is what it is. That's what it is.
Mm,
Feel like men feel like we gotta pay the bills. I want what I want. That's how most men feel. If I got it wrong, tell me.
That's your opinion. I don't know. You can't
yeah,
you can't be wrong with your opinion. That's what you
Okay.
think.
Yeah,
I
he was
never
saying
felt that.
visual men don't care about what looks. Yeah, y'all do. You want to make sure that bitch got some teeth in her mouth for sure. Pull out her damn dentures and shit. She gotta give you no kiss. All that type of shit.
Yeah.
You be dumbing down on your boy.
hey, I was just gonna say that might be a keeper there, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh my
well,
lord.
there you go. Well, we brought those topic up about
Oh, we don't go
what
deep in.
men want, and I
Oh no,
just told
it's
you.
three grown kings on here. Come on now.
Uh, we all kings and queens. You're a queen, so you
Hmm.
know what you want to be as a queen,
Hmm.
a helpmate to your man,
But
right?
how does
Say that again.
help
Say
mate?
that again. Help mate.
A helpmate to your
How does a
man.
woman be a helpmate besides cooking and cleaning? What else can she do to be a
It's
helpmate?
a lot of things you can do.
That's
It's no
okay.
one set thing.
Like what?
Women come in all shapes and sizes and fashions and smartness and intelligence, all kinds. No one person is the same. We all different up here. We might all be in trucking, but we all different.
Mm,
And like I said, the way we see things could be different. No,
mm,
you just gotta understand that you're different. It's not about what everybody else is doing. I don't do what everybody else is doing. I try to
mm,
do what I like to do and what makes me happy.
mm. Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Y'all
So
leaving some
you got
things out.
anything else? You got anything else to add or ask or say or add or what you want to
Sir,
say?
you can put
Cause,
this out for
cause you
30
know,
more minutes, bro. We got
cause
30 more minutes to rock.
no, I ain't got 30 more minutes. I got probably
We got
6 minutes.
30.
I'm trying to get the drivers down the road to their
Mhm,
next stop. You know what I mean? And get through wherever they got to get through. You
mhm,
know, hopefully they got good internet service and they can listen to this on YouTube and
mhm,
they can go down below and put comments in the sections below for the comments about what we talked about.
mhm.
You know,
Come on, let's keep it 100. A man's money is important to him. Man's money, time, and keys is important to him. So he's not gonna break bread on a woman that he's not in a visual all of. That's just period. I know y'all ain't gonna go against that right now. Cooking and cleaning. You can hire a maid to cook and clean for you. You know what I'm saying? We
we ain't
gonna we
trying to
gonna
do that.
play at it. We're gonna play at it now.
You
All
you,
right.
you think we?
I'm gonna come out and play by myself. I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm,
I know what I'm talking about.
mm-hmm,
Visual. Paul already said it. Visual, you gotta be attracted.
mm,
G-Way said she can have some dentures.
yeah,
Your
mhm.
ass is saying it don't fucking matter.
Oh, man.
I should have put K Jose's name in here because I know
Yeah,
he'd come
okay.
up here and he'd get us
Can't
going.
wait bust this thing up because y'all
I
playing on
I
you.
know he can get. I know he'd come up on here and he'll say what's she talking about now? God damn it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come
But
on now, for real. No, man, you want to be able to have like you spend money on chick pay bills, like I said, you want something that you want laying next to you. And that's just what it is.
right.
But just some of us ladies just won't fit that category because
Mhm.
either she's just a super label female, or she's super fake in her ways, or she's have laid on the table multiple times, multiple surgeries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hope women don't think that. I hope women don't think what you're talking about because they'll go
Hmm.
out and get a BBL and get a get breast implants and get a nose job and get lips
Hmm.
done in anticipation that a man really wants that. I think a
Hmm.
man wants more than the looks. I think looks is kind of like down. Uh, of course, that's your thing is that you see a woman first and you say, "Oh man, I like how she look," and then when you go talk to her, she sound like wah 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 wah, and you'd be like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, mm-mm,
Hmm.
that ain't gonna work.
Mhm.
That ain't gonna work." Like she can look good, but when you
Hmm.
go to talk to her, she don't have no substance to talk about. You're gonna be like, she just look good, and then you'll keep her in that category of just looking good. She might have other things that she good at, but if
Hmm.
she don't talk right, it's not gonna come off well to me as a man. It's not gonna come off right. So
Hmm.
you want somebody to you to connect with on a different level just by not just looking at them.
I'm gonna ask
Hell,
y'all. I'm
Ray
asking.
Charles was blind. He had the best looking women I ever seen.
Hmm.
So how can he look at a woman and say it's all about looks?
Felt sorry for him. He was talented, and he was talented and
He ain't
just
feel sorry for them. They was looking good as hell.
mm-hmm.
Mhm. How did
I'm
he
gonna
know?
ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all this. I know G-Way married, right? It for the ideal woman, is it for to be the homemaker and be at home and be an at home wife and live her soft girl era, or is it better for her to be 50-50 on team with you and what you got doing and what you trying to build? For what men want, we still on top of what men want.
Well, I'm on my third rodeo. I'm just gonna say this. It just depends on the dynamic and, like I say, where you at in life. Like when I was younger and was, making babies or whatever the case may be, yeah, my wife stayed at home and I took care of home. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Whatever happened, happened. She got fired. I ended up raising my kids. But long story short, um, got married a second time, and can't really speak on that one much, but I can say this. She was a very supportive woman.
mm,
She got my communication bit. She helped me get my communication business off the ground. Say that much. It's
mm,
different stages in life. I need different things. Like my current wife, she'll go get her too. Now she'll straight up breadwinner herself. She got her own career. You know what I mean?
mm.
So we support each other.
What about you, Paul?
He got himself on mute, so he probably busy.
Okay, what
But
about you, TU?
like I said, it's more about a connection of intellect than it is about look. She got to be kind of wanting to go down the same path that I'm looking at. Because
Okay,
as a
so
man, as the provider, you're trying to take care of her, and if she's steady, let's just say I meet a girl that want to be in the streets, and I'm trying to take care of her. It's gonna be really hard for me to try to take care of her in the streets.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Because all women don't want to be a homebody person. So she still might want to go out and continue to do the things that she does until she feels like, hey, I want to settle down. I want to slow down. She a
mm-hmm,
human being just like us.
but I'm not
Remember
talking
in your 20s going out to the club and saying I'm gonna be back
about
next
your.
week.
I'm talking about your opinion. in a different direction. I'm talking your opinion, like,
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think when you meet for me as a man, you meet a woman, you kind of listening and looking and trying to see, how she really is, and it's kind of hard because you trying to interview her at the same time.
mm-hmm,
You're trying to get into her mind and see what she want to do. You'll know. You a man knows just like a woman knows when she first meet a guy. She'll know. Hey, it's a good dude.
mm-hmm.
You know all the questions to ask.
So you down for your woman to be at home.
I'm down for her to be as free as possible. That's gonna make her be the type of woman to be a queen to help her mate. That's what I'm down for.
Okay. Okay, good answer, sir. Paul, what's up, daddy? What's going on there? What the hell he doing? Yeah, it's a man that's on TikTok, IG. They say they're not marrying a woman unless she's 50-50. They got that shit
Hey.
going in Ray TL Poe. It's like
Mhm.
every damn year it's a new wave from the black man, especially. For a black woman, the thing requirements she got to have, and the things that
You should,
qualify her to be a
you
wife and
should
stuff.
interview a guy like that. You should go and interview a guy from TikTok and have that interview with him and ask him so you can see what is he looking at? What is he talking about? Because
No,
I don't have that platform. So
we talking what men want, and
I
that's
know, but I'm saying you see that. You should ask that. I've never said what a man wants. We just had that conversation today, and I told you I think men don't really look at looks. But like I said, I'm not in my 20s. You know
no,
what I'm saying? Like
they
you
are.
originally look at looks, but then if she start talking and you be like, no, that ain't gonna work.
Mm,
Looks is all the way down. It's not number one.
Yeah, yeah.
mm,
Um, this just an opinion comment. Um, like you say, you looking at TikTok, and this generation
mm,
wants 50-50.
mm,
I From the outside looking in, once again, my opinion. I think the younger generation of man, 'cause we grew up in a generation that the man took care of the wife. Okay, let's
yeah.
get that straight. Yeah. Um, I think this generation of women took advantage of that. Oh, he got to have this, he got to have that. Oh, my nails got to get done. The game always get higher and higher. Before it was just a free meal. Now nails, Gucci bag, this and that. So the young men that's coming out now, they say, yo, you gonna go half on this light bill before we end up getting a Gucci bag. I can see
Mm,
where they coming from. You know what I mean?
mm,
So society didn't in my opinion, society then dictated how relationships go now.
mm,
And like we look at our grandparents,
mm,
granddaddy went out and worked,
mm,
grandma stayed home, she took care of the kids, did whatever, whatever. But back then you can get by on one income. You see what I'm saying? The man
mm,
provided enough to take care of the whole household. As time went on, you got to have the new Cadillac or the new this, new that. It took two
mhm,
income to support that. So now
mhm,
you had the mom and daddy working, then you had the latchkey kids, cable TV and microwave raised us. I'm a Generation X baby.
mhm,
So society, in my opinion, society just didn't change how we date, live, and look at relationships.
mhm. You want to know? You want to know what happened, G-Way? A lot of men like you died out. That's what happened. A lot of men that want to be married and want to settle down and want to be stable, they died out. They took them out the homes for us, a generation millennials like myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these men are 40 some years old, 50 some damn years old, talking about you ain't for getting a meal till you suck some dick, and they saying that shit online. You know what I'm saying? To the world to see, showing their face and saying it. And obviously it's working for them because they saying it online. You feel me? So the game is working, right? So when
Yeah,
T
but
Hill a man want, I mean, it's all kind of stuff for what a man want. You know,
mhm,
it's all kind of stuff going on.
mhm. I think us as a society, we just need to slow down and pump our brakes. We really do.
Mm.
Right. Hmm.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna keep it real and I'll let y'all go. It just seems like, and I said this on my live. It's two things that's happening for as a woman for me. It's slowly that we losing our black kings to all kind of stuff, whether it's jail, suicide, drugs, or just being gay or bisexual. That's one thing we gotta go against, right? Then the other half that I think black men are slowly trying to get to a point of not seeing value in a black woman. They slowly trying to start to hate us. That's they start this old passport bro shit and say the hell with no black woman. That's the new wave and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's getting to that point. Y'all hate us. Hate.
I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
hate no
say,
women.
yeah,
Mm,
I ain't gonna say hate. Let's just say from once again outside looking in, women in other countries tend to our women have became very hard, very masculine here in America. They have. I ain't gonna lie. But you go to them other countries, the culture is just different. What's your girl? One of the female truckers went over to one of them countries and got locked up.
Hmm.
sassy. Well, who was that?
Yeah.
Sassy.
Yeah.
Okay. What she felt free to do over here, she found out real quick you can't do that over there. You
Mm,
know, a lot of them cultures, women don't have the rights or leg to stand on. Here they have the right to stand on. I just think it's just more masculine with women now, and that's a whole nother social conversation how our women got that way, especially our black women. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. But I'll let y'all go to bed. I know y'all tired of me on my soapbox.
No, you good. I
no,
appreciate you coming in, man. You
I
and
was
Cole.
hoping Mr. Belvedere here would go a little bit longer with the conversation, but okay.
Right. Well, I was just getting on here with the topics, and I said I was gonna go live and talk to the people,
Mhm,
and I appreciate everybody stopping through, showing the channel some love. Uh, we still got a long way to go. Even after the vote, we still have to be engaged.
mhm,
If you want something done, you have to talk about it.
mhm,
It's not going to change overnight on its own. Rates aren't going to change like the people want, and it's competition out here. And so, still do a good job, still understand what you're getting into. So when the check isn't there, you won't be disappointed. Because as being an owner operator, some days, some weeks you're gonna make money, and some you're not. So, and it's just part of the business in any business you do. So once you know that and you're getting into it, you'll slow the roll. Your roll will be slowing down, and you'll be like, look, I can't keep taking a hit, and
mhm,
convey that to the broker. I do that all the time. I convey that to the broker, and I say, look, we we almost there at the money that I need. Can I get $30 more for fuel? And
mhm,
he said,
mhm.
okay, right, make me feel good. Which she probably
The
got another $600 in the load, but he ain't trying to give up that money, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't give it up either.
mhm,
Mhm.
But you got to ask for the money that you need in this business. And a lot of people have what do you call that, dispatching services and all that they allow for them to negotiate the prices for them, but they don't feel like you because you're paying for everything. They're gonna get their money regardless. Like Mr. G
Mhm.
Way said, everybody got they minimum, they numbers that they there, and over there in oversized. And I get it, because that's where I learned this from, watching them and letting them see, hey, this is what I got to get. I got to get these for my permits. I got to get this for my oversized. I got to get this for my pilot car. I got to get this for this per this state and that state. You got to do all that work before you even get to the number that you need to get, and then say, hey, this is the profit on top of that. Because it ain't gonna make sense if you just do it for everybody else to get paid and you ain't.
Mhm.
So
mhm.
I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate the truckers and anybody else listening out there. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm gonna try to bring some more content. I'm not a
Yeah,
YouTuber.
see,
I try to get people down the road when it comes to certain things and issues that we talk about, um, and try to get the correct information out there. And your opinion does matter. The things you do does matter. The things you vote on does matter. If you don't want to vote, that's up to you. But I would be involved in the process, at least now, so you can see how it goes, and you'll have something to say. You say, hey, I didn't like the way this went. because there's a lot of people out there that is not going to get the vote because they're not in that state. That state allows them to only to vote from such and such time of the day to the evening, and that's it.
Mm.
And that don't make no sense. We're in 2025. We're going into 2025 with this election, and everybody should be allowed to vote.
Mm.
So that's me standing on my soapbox for the night. I
Mm.
appreciate you, Mr. G-Way. I appreciate you, Ms. Shake World. I'll get out of here
Thanks
and
for having us.
Hit the like, subscribe. Let's get them up to 1,000.
Okay. And I shared it out, and y'all be safe out there.
All right,
All
baby.
right. Thank you.
Right. Well, nice seeing you. Good night, sir. Good night.
I appreciate you trying to come in and try to hit me over the top of my head with the what men want, and it ain't gonna work because I saw you coming.
Put the
I saw you
title.
coming.
You put the title up. I want to dive a little bit deeper than that. But
Oh,
hey,
you will. We can dive deeper another time.
okay.
But you got to, you got to take it slow and nice and easy. So you want to get to the wham bam and thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
You got to do that.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I know. But we got listeners, so we got to go nice and easy for the listeners. 'Cause they're trying to get down the road. They don't want to, be listening to the wham bam thank you man right away. They want to have something to come back. Say, well, the next time I come back, it's gonna be on. But I appreciate you.
Good night.
All right. Good night. Appreciate you all coming and listening to the T Hill Times 2 show.